Every powerful tool in history started simple, until someone learned how to master it. Electricity started with a spark. The internet began as a network of just a few computers. And now, artificial intelligence is beginning as a conversation. ChatGPT is that conversation. But while millions of people use it every day, only a few know how to unlock its real potential. They don't just ask questions, they communicate with it. They don't just use prompts, they collaborate with the system. If you want to stay ahead in this new world, you can't just use ChatGPT casually. You have to use it like a pro. Here's the truth most people don't realize: ChatGPT isn't just an AI that answers questions. It's a thinking assistant that adapts to how you speak, think, and create. But the difference between average users and experts isn't luck. It's communication skill. When you talk to AI the right way, you don't just get answers, you get insights, strategies, and breakthroughs. ChatGPT becomes an amplifier of your mind. Most people still believe that using AI requires technical skill or programming knowledge. But that's a myth. You don't need to be an engineer to speak to a machine. You just need to learn how to think clearly. AI reflects the clarity of your thoughts. If your question is vague, your result will be average. But if your question is precise, structured, and intentional, AI becomes a mirror of brilliance. So before you start prompting, you need to shift your mindset, from asking, to guiding. From reacting, to designing. Let's break it down. There are 3 principles that separate casual users from true masters of ChatGPT. Rule number 1: context is everything. AI doesn't know who you are until you tell it. So instead of typing "write a caption for Instagram," say, "You're a social media expert helping me write a caption for a travel brand that promotes peaceful lifestyles." The tone should be calm, minimalist, and authentic. That single setup changes everything. It turns the AI into a role-playing assistant that understands your goal before giving an answer. Rule number 2: structure your thoughts. ChatGPT loves order. When you break your request into steps, it performs like a real teammate. For example, Step 1: create 5 ideas. Step 2: evaluate which one fits best for a younger audience. Step 3: write a version that uses emotional language. Suddenly, your conversation isn't a question, it's a workflow. Rule number 3: feedback makes it smarter. Most people stop after one response. But professionals refine it. When you say, "That's good, but make it more persuasive," you're training your AI to understand your preferences. Each feedback loop makes it sharper, faster, and more aligned with your thinking. Now here's the hidden secret. AI doesn't replace creativity, it multiplies it through precision. When you combine your human intuition with machine logic, you create something far greater than either could do alone. So whether you're writing, designing, planning, or studying, the key is to build a relationship with the system. Don't just type commands. Collaborate. The moment you start treating ChatGPT like a collaborator, everything changes. You stop wasting time. You stop getting generic answers. And you start building real solutions. Think of AI as a mirror. It reflects not what you wish for, but what you describe. If you describe a problem clearly, it gives you clarity. If you describe your goal deeply, it helps you reach it faster. That's why professionals in 2025 aren't just using ChatGPT, they're thinking with it. They map ideas, test assumptions, and simulate results, all through a conversation. So remember, AI won't make you creative. But it will make your creativity limitless, if you know how to speak its language. If this helped you see ChatGPT differently, that's your signal to go deeper. Start experimenting with it. Create systems, not just sentences. Design workflows, not just replies. And if you want more guides on using AI, building digital skills, and mastering technology for real-life growth, follow Asti Media. Because this is not about machines taking over. It's about humans learning how to rise with them. The future doesn't belong to those who fear technology. It belongs to those who understand it. Because when you learn how to think with AI, you stop being replaced. You start becoming irreplaceable. This is the future mindset. Only on Asti Media.